Hey guys, it's Big Soprano. Last year I made a review on the Nord GT by Smok, which is a vape, and I was like praising it and this and that, and what I didn't know would happen is the problems I would face with those, that model of vape. So this is kind of like a buyer's beware sort of video, or it's kind of like a sequel to the review, but I'm just gonna talk about my problems with this vape right here. So I first got, the vape in the video last year. It was a red one, and it was working pretty well, like it was working pretty well, and I really liked it. The flavor was good, and it was sleek. It was, it fits in your pocket, and I I don't know what happened, but a few months later, I go out with my friends, then I go home, and suddenly, there's just a complete black screen on my Nord GT, and I plug it in, and it resets the wattage and only works when plugged in. And then eventually it stopped working when plugged in, and I was trying like everywhere. Like I was trying everything I can to fix it. Like I even took it apart once, but I tried everything. Like I posted on Reddit all about it, and people were telling me that Smok, the brand behind the Nord GT, they're actually a pretty shitty company and have shitty. They're just shit at making vapes, and it sucks because that's basically what all the vape stores in my city sell. That's basically all they sell. And so basically, random times when I plug in the Nord GT, it would suddenly work again, and then it could work a little bit while unplugged, and then it randomly shuts off and just fucking dies. Like, even at full battery percentage, it just shuts down for no fucking reason. So I emailed Smok support about it. I was like, hey, is there any fix to this? Like, I was just looking for a fix. And they were like, oh, there's something wrong with the device. Like, like, there's actually, like, something wrong, like, electrically or, like, technology-wise, it's fucked. So they're like, oh, we could send you a new one. And I was like, okay, sure, why not? I gave them all the details, and I showed them, like, there's like a QR code or on the box that it shows, like, I bought this. It's like a serial number, and I guess I had a warranty or something like that. So they send me a brand new one. It's blue this time, and it's made out of leather, and it took months to get here. Like, it took so long to get here. I think it was either because of the Canada Post strike or because it was in the Netherlands, and I don't even know how far the Netherlands are, but they said it was coming from China, but it actually came from the Netherlands, so that's weird. But maybe it did come from China, and that's why it took so long. But man, this thing took so long. Like, I probably talked about it in like, no, I probably emailed them in like October or something. And then I finally get the vape in January. So a whole year later, I'm just kidding, not a whole year. But, it took until next year for me to receive this vape. And I received it. It was working very well until like a week or two ago. Like, I don't know what happened, but whenever I plug in my new Nord GT, well, it's not new anymore. It's like 4 months old now. But, 4 months later after getting it, whenever I plug it in, I would get the message that says atomizer short, and it completely ruins the coil. So I've had two Nord GTs, like one after another, and I think it's safe to say that Smok, like, everyone on Reddit knows this apparently, but I'm not sure if like my viewers know this who vape. But Smok, if you ever heard of them, they pretty much suck at making vapes. Like, they always leak too. So my vape probably got, both times, it probably got damaged because it leaked so much. They, like, every single Smok device I've had, like, fucking leaks. Like, I had one, two, three, four, five of them. I had five Smok Nords or something like that over the past 2 years, and it's a shame that they don't care about quality control, because my first vape ever was a Smok device, like, and I really don't know what caused like my vapes to die. Like, I think the theory that it's it leaked, and it leaked into the system and damaged the battery or something. I'm thinking that theory might be correct, but like, how am I supposed to prevent that when their devices always leak and they're just, not good at quality control? So yeah, 2 vapes later, I'm making a follow-up video on my vape review from 2024. I have officially moved on from using Smok devices after this because they just keep breaking, and I don't know if it's my fault or not, because I'm relatively new to vaping. I didn't start vaping until like 2 years ago. Anyways, if you are looking for a vape, I would not recommend a Smok device. I would recommend something like Voopoo. Yeah, Voopoo. That's literally what it's called. Or literally any other brand. Like, I've heard there's plenty of great brands. There's probably more good brands than bad brands, at least when it comes to vaping on Reddit. From my research on Reddit, there's quite a number of pretty good, like, devices to buy. So I'd say stay away from the Nord GT, because I'm going to stay away from it.